What's up, everybody? This is the 8 to 5 trader giving you guys my trades for today. Today is June 19, 2018, and I have a realized loss of negative 82. After commissions, I'm looking at about negative 260 net P&L with $158 in commissions because I traded 32 tickets. But today was a little different than I normally trade. After, I think, these last few IQ trades right here, I got kind of reckless. And I guess scalping and just trying new strategies and stuff. But I was at this point, I was kind of just testing to see if I can see how it would work if I could get in at these moving average entries and try to find out what exactly works for me as a trader, because this is what this whole simulator thing is about. But I took some decent trades today. I had one FOMO trade, but let's go ahead and jump into the trades. But my first trade was PAGS. So PAGS made some huge moves down at the open, and I really had a fear of missing out on this one. But I was thinking this was going to break low of day and push down. I went short 200 shares at 27.33, stopped out at 23.48 with a 15-cent loss. So I lost on that. Then went short again, 200 shares, looking for possibly the reject. Had to close right here. But that was a doji. But that was after I had already entered, thinking that it was going to fade back down. I don't really like this trade. I'm actually more okay with probably this trade more so than this one, even though this was a FOMO trade. But I don't know. Maybe I should be okay with this one. But yeah, I stopped out both times on that. Then I came back later and took a trade on PAGS. Took a short of 100 shares on the 27.93 for the fade through VWAP, looking for the move back to the previous, well, not a previous day, but a low of day. We didn't get that. We ended up squeezing up, so I stopped out at break even for that, but we did finally get that fade around that 10:30 hour when stuff begins to sell off. So there's PAGS. What else we got? We got JD. JD was a bit unfortunate. I was looking for a bigger move on JD, but I went short 100 shares and I added another 200. I think. Yeah, no, I went short 200 shares for the breakdown through VWAP. Added another 100 shares. And then the price action did push down for like a good 20 cents. And we didn't get the move that I was looking for. I was looking for that big push back down, kind of how this candle did. And we ended up squeezing back up after this previous squeeze. My entry right here, well, my signal was this close below the 20 moving average on the 5-minute. And we didn't get the move above. Well, it didn't hold the momentum. So I figured, okay, maybe we'll get a short. We started getting that downward trend. I went short and ended up stopping out. And that was JD. It was really unfortunate. I was really hoping we would get that big move down, but we didn't get it. Twitter. I went short Twitter at one point. We got the close below VWAP up here. You can see right here. Got the close below VWAP. I went short, I think, 200 shares. And I had a target on Twitter. These moving averages at the time were a lot more spread out, but I covered at, let's see, 22, I had 45.27, and I covered at 45.19. So I only got 8 cents out of that. Or 8 cents, or was that 8? Yeah. No, 12 cents. I got 12 cents out of that. No? Let me see, 27. Oh, 8 cents, yeah. 8 cents out of that. The price action moved down. It kept bouncing. I didn't want to end up squeezing, kind of how we did with PAGS. But because a lot of times you get these moving averages and the price action to bounce off, but the price action just kept selling off. I honestly cut this too short. I should have set my stop above the 9 or the 20 moving average. I make this trade a lot and I just messed it up. So here's Twitter. Then IQ was the one I traded quite a bit. I think that's where all my tickets came from. IQ, I made a very similar trade, just like Twitter down through VWAP and PAGS down through VWAP. I took IQ down through VWAP looking for the 20 moving average. The price action dropped down there really quick, but I thought we keep pushing down to the 50. So I got kind of greedy, but the price action did end up selling down to that level after I had, well, no, it moved down further after I had got out. I was looking for the 50 on the 1 minute, but the price action did hit the 50. No, the price action broke through the 50 on the 1 minute, then it touched it on the right here. You see that moving average, but I came back later and saw this move right here. We got the close below the 9 moving average on the 5 minutes, so I went short 200 shares again, right at the moving average. This is my signature trade, kind of how it is here. I went short and covered it too early. I was afraid that the price action would squeeze because this was a low float, but the price action did end up selling off after I cut it short. Then I went back short again on the moving average, got another nice little move. Short again on moving average, got a nice little move. This time I kind of let it run and ended up losing quite a bit. All these were 200 shares. And this one I decided to take it to the long side. I figured we get that pop above VWAP. Went long 100 shares, and I ended up closing it after I figured I kind of felt that it would reject VWAP almost, but it went up some more before it finally crashed. And then I went short again right here, looking for the move back down, and then getting stopped out. Went long here, thinking we go up. This is when I got I was just like, whatever. I just started recklessly trading. And I think that was it. But those were pretty much all of my trades. I went pretty reckless on IQ. And I think I made one trade on Billy as well. BILI. I went short on BILI. Let's see. I went short, moving average trade, very late entry compared to my other entries. Went short 200 shares here, added another 200 after I thought we'd fade back down. But I ended up stopping out, bad trade. Then I went, did I go long here? What did I do here? I think I went short here again, thinking we'd get the fade back down. I thought we were going to reject the non-moving average right here because it kept challenging it. We got the close here, so I went short. Didn't get that, ended up stopping out. So I ended up negative 82. And those were my trades. But right now, I felt like these last few days I haven't been very serious about trading as far as in the simulator goes. So I'm planning on resetting my simulator tomorrow. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna wait till the DOS Trader updates everything. But I'm gonna come in here and reset my simulator tomorrow. Reset my buying power, and I'm gonna go back through and review all of my. Let's see, there's a way to do it. Okay, it's not doing it right now, but I'm gonna go through and review all my past trades because I feel like my perfect entries, my best trades are the VWAP breakdown trades, the moving average, anything to do with the moving average trades. I feel like those are my best trades where I see the entries the best. Like I can call these a lot better than other trades. And I feel like that's something that I need to focus on, and maybe also possibly because I saw this move here, but I had this rule where I was like, I'm not going to touch it in the first 5 minutes. But I feel like had I gotten here, I would have caught such a fantastic move. And even on JD, it did the same thing. Moving average right here, perfect trade down to the downside. But I was like, I'm not going to touch it in the first 5 minutes. And I feel like maybe that rule needs to be relaxed a little bit. I did change it somewhat to 3 to 5 minutes. So my rules are very loose right now, and I feel like I need to change a lot of that and figure out kind of set my rules in stone, because they aren't set in stone right now, and I feel like I really need to do that before I'm going to be able to see consistency. Because my previous days when I first uploaded, my trades were very good. They were very solid entries. I only traded 10 tickets versus 20. These past couple of days, I think I've been averaging at least 20 something tickets, which is absurd with SureTrader, $4.95 in and out. So I'm going to reset tomorrow, come back with a fresh mindset. But I'm going to thoroughly go over my rules tonight. I feel like I have enough data and trades to know what my rules need to be and where I can relax them a little bit as far as like the 5 minute rule and make it 3 to 5 minutes. Because I feel like, or at least 4 to 5 minutes, I don't know. Because I feel like I'm missing a lot of these moves, and it's causing me to fear missing out and kind of trying to jump in, especially when I'm already down on the account size and I want to make up for the losses that I have. Plus I'm letting trades run a little bit longer, like JD, I should have covered this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to work on tonight, with working the 8 to 5, hence the 8 to 5 name, the 8 to 5 trader name. I work 8 to 5 and I trade between 8:30 and 9:30 at my job. I'm able to do that, and when I work all day, coming back here looking at a computer all day, I don't really want to do it. So I'm going to come back and look at these trades in my previous trading videos and figure out what I need to do. I'm going to come back stronger. So that's all I got for y'all. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one.